Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Doyes and welcome back to Sky Factory 2.5. In the last episode... What? I can't... Oh, compressed skeleton. In the last episode, we were working with Thaumcraft a little bit. We were getting a bunch of different shards and all that fun stuff. And trying to make a couple of different things. I went around and got a whole bunch of different aspects for my wand, and we can actually start making some of this stuff now. So one of the first things we want to make is a better wand. So there's the the Great Wood wand core, and we wanted to make some, let's see, something like this. It was the Goggles of Revealing. And then the last one we were going to make was the deconstruction table, and we don't have enough V for that. But if we head down, unfortunately, if we put the Goggles of Revealing on, oh, we can still fly. What is it that lets us fly? That might have been a glitch. Huh. Well then, so we need more V for that. We could do a couple different things, but for right now, I think we're not going to worry too much about Thaumcraft. Let's go ahead and put that stuff in there. And I do have a bunch of research that I did off camera. None of it was too difficult. Nothing too challenging really. So let's go ahead and get a bunch of this stuff done. And yeah, so I'm gonna put the wand back here, and we need to make the better wand. We'll do that later. One of the biggest things that's gonna be challenging for Thaumcraft is getting not only aspects to research, but also getting the nodes to fill up the wands. But there are ways, so we'll deal with that another time. I did want to go ahead and mark this off. I do believe I have all the aspects. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe I do. So one last thing I want to go ahead and do is we're going to fly over here and we're going to make an item. We're going to make an armor stand. So that's from Bibliocraft. We need more stone. So I'm going to go ahead and make an armor stand. And then I also want a lever. Perfect. So we're gonna have an armor stand for our Thaumcraft stuff. We're gonna put it right here, which means that right here we need to have a lever. So if there's a redstone signal on there, that way we can shift click and exchange our entire armor very quickly. Now one other thing we're going to want to do relatively soon is look into getting an angel ring. These require unstable ingots and nether stars, so they're kind of annoying, but we'll be able to wear the Thaumcraft armor with that. So yeah, that is a little bit better than not having anything, but one last thing, might as well go ahead and do while we're over here. Let's grab the Thaumonomicon, our scribing tools, and I guess just a little bit of paper. So 6 more researches. Let's see what else we have. So unlocked a bunch of stuff here. We can probably go ahead and get actually none of those. We need instrumentum. We could go ahead and get some more, but not much more. And yeah, that's it. That's all we can do for that. So let's see what else is around here. We need more Victus. We need more stuff for pretty much all of this stuff. Let's take a look at the alchemy. That's a purchasable. Let's get the sanitizing soap. That's important, especially here soon, because we're gonna want that. That's gonna allow us to not take too much warp. Bone. Oh, we don't have any more paper. So you know what? Let's fly over here. Let's get some more paper. But today we are going to focus a little bit more on Botania over Thaumcraft. Thaumcraft is fun, but it's overwhelming at times, especially with the warp. So 6 more. Hopefully I didn't have those. Let's go ahead and take all of this stuff back, because I don't want to like duplicate anything. Runic shielding. Sure, all of this stuff. And now we're out of inventory again. Or rather out of paper, but that's cool. So let's keep the Thaumcraft can stay in there and get our inventory like we want. I'm also going to keep this guy in here. We don't need him right now. I did go around and scan a whole bunch of stuff, just kind of trying to get more more aspects, but it's kind of whatever. Let's go ahead and research some more dimlets. There's a whole bunch of these in the Enderman farm chest, so I figured let's go ahead and see what we get on camera. So far, not really anything that I really want. Sludge, yuck. Volcanoes, kind of whatever. Yeah, most of this mushroom soup, don't really care about most of the stuff at all, so brown stained clay, don't care. Disease, I don't even know what that is. Lime stained glass, magenta stained clay. So we have a lot of stained clays. So one of these days I'm gonna go search for more stuff in the dimensions, but today is not that day. So let's take a look at what Botania wants us to do. We need to create 64 living wood and 64 living rock. Let's see if we have, how much stone do we have in here? Not much. Let's get some more stone. Let's go ahead and cook up some more stone. And let's go ahead and get, we have a bunch of jungle wood. We should have a lot of, yeah, we have a lot of, spruce wood. So let's go ahead and see if we can get some more flowers. So we have 8. So we can get 2 more of the pure daisies. That's just 4 and seeds. And now we're going to want to make the floating. So I have to remember how to make the floating white flowers. I believe the floating like pure daisies and all that, all you have to do is combine it with a floating flower of the other kind. So we need, okay, so this isn't too bad. We just need 2 flowers of any kind. We need more mana, and we're gonna need some glowstone. So nothing too difficult. So let's get some coal. We're gonna be changing what we use relatively soon. We need glowstone, and I can just go ahead and get the glimmering flowers. Easy enough. And we're also gonna need some dirt. So let's get 2 dirt. Alright, so we just throw our... I'm going to throw 16 coal right there. Those guys will use it up. And what we're going to need to do is get that. Pasture seeds, glimmering flowers, dirt. Gives the floating flowers, and then the floating pure daisies. There we go, that's what they're called. So we should be able to do something like this. And eventually we could automate this. There is ways to automate all of this production pretty easily. I don't know if that's one of the things we need to do. Yeah, we need to automate a pure daisy with only Botania and vanilla mechanics. That's incredibly complex, and we'll do that much later. But for now, let's just get this done. We're going to need the extra stuff anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But what I want to look at is we are going to try to make a Muris flower. This is going to be our main mana generation, and yeah, it's not that easy. Let's see, we need 1 runes. So we're going to need to take this mana spreader. We're going to put it right here. As soon as all that's done, we'll grab it all. We need this, plus some more, plus all this stone once it's done. Oh my god, I don't know why they keep escaping. But the stone is going to be important to get the living rock, and that's going to give us a lot of stuff. By the way, we have a lot, and I mean a lot, of these guys. I believe I have... This chest is just for cakes, so just right-click all that in there. With 15 cakes. Kind of insane. We have a ton of ender pearls as well. Let's actually come up here and make sure this is well stocked. We're going to keep a stack of ender pearls, which, I mean, 16, that is a stack, but we're going to keep this for over here. And let's get all of the living wood. And we'll do that again. So easy enough. It's just a matter of doing this a couple more times. So we should have a good bit of mana. Let's start organizing things in here. So we're going to need mana pearls. Keep this down there. Mana powder will go there. We're going to need our wand. So one of the next things we're going to want to make is the runic altar. This is kind of important. We're also going to want a handful of diamonds. Let's get 8 diamonds. That should be plenty for now. So can we get... We can get a mana diamond and put that there. Alright, so the Muris does require pixie dust, which is elven trade. So we have to make a portal to Elfheim. That is kind of annoying because we have to make Terrasteel. Terrasteel is like the worst thing in Botania to make because it takes a lot, and I mean a lot of resources to make. Alright, so we'll let that complete, and then we'll do the stone. The other thing we're going to need is the Rune of Gluttony, which also takes Rune of Fire and Rune of Winter, and a runic altar. So the runic altar is pretty easy to make. We need the mana pearl, and then we're going to need some living rock. I'm going to use the mana pearl over the mana diamonds just because I don't have many diamonds. I have plenty of mana pearls, ender pearls rather. So it's just a matter of what I have the most of. I don't know why we're not getting that many diamonds. That might be something we'll have to fix later. But for now, we're doing magic, so once this is done, which it's almost, and there we go. There is the 64 living rock. So let's get the stone. And cool. Let's get some more coal. Let's get a couple stacks of coal. And I did 16 last time. These guys process it pretty quickly. So let's do 32. And just start working on getting more mana. So yeah, the portal F-line we're going to need in order to get to Terrasteel, the Terrasteel agglomeration plate. This guy, which requires a block of mana steel, which is not too bad to do. It does take a lot of mana though. A lot more than we have. One of each of the runes, and then some lapis blocks. I thought that was stone for a second. So it's kind of expensive, and that's a little bit of an understatement. But Endo Flames are a good power source for this early game. Now we could do multiple sections of the Endo Flames and all that kind of fun stuff, but I don't really want to. So let's start getting together the supplies for the runes. So Rune of Water requires bone meal, sugarcane, and a fishing rod. All pretty easy. Let's see, we have let's see, bone meal will be easy enough from our sifting actually. We have sticks in here. Hey, treasure. Worn out loot bags. Put all this in here. Let's actually open these legendary bags while we're waiting for things. Anything good? Take the lunch. And cool. So let's just do that. And we have a bucket of resin ender. I can put that in there, and then I can be done with it. Alright, so nothing in there that I want right now. We are going to put that stuff in there. We're going to need a fishing rod. Easy enough. We're going to need bone meal. And we're going to need sugarcane. And then for the Rune of, let's see, Rune of Fire, we're going to need nether wart, gunpowder, and nether brick. Nether brick is pretty easy. Nether wart, also easy. And then gunpowder we have a ton of. Nether brick, we just come over here, do this. And this is 2 of the runes. Plus we need mana steel and other things. So let's just get all of the stuff except for the mana powder and the mana steel. So 1, 2, 3. Fire. Then we're going to need air, which I believe Rune of Air requires string, feather, carpet. Alright, easy enough. String, feather, and we have a carpet? No, but we should have some wool. I can make some carpet. Cool. And then the Rune of Water. No. earth. Requires a brown mushroom, a block of coal, and just a piece of stone. So stone, coal block, and I actually don't know if we should have some brown mushrooms, right? We have one. Okay, we have another one right here, so cool. I don't know that we'll need another one anytime soon, but let's also grab a stack of iron. Just because we have so much of it, might as well grab an entire stack. And let's grab all this. Cool. So there is the 64 living rock. Now we're immediately going to take 5 out. So we have 64 of each. I can mark that off. Let's make the runic altar. So the runic altar is now made. We're going to put this right here. Make sure that's directed at it. And let's come over here, drop another thing of that, and we're going to want 2, 3, 4. 4 mana steel for right now. We're also going to want let's see, I want to do something. Let's use gunpowder because that makes the most sense to me. I have pretty much infinite. I mean, this is... Actually, we only need 1 stack. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to get a handful of 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to grab all of this stuff. Cool. So... how the runic altar works is you throw the recipe on there. So, for example, mana steel, mana powder, nether wart, gunpowder, nether brick, and it starts taking in mana. And it's pretty quick. And then what you need to do is grab yourself some living rock, put it right on there, and get your runes. So we have Rune of Fire. We're probably going to want another chest, so let's grab another chest just for runes. We shouldn't need too many. Most of the times runes are not used, but sometimes they are. It depends if you use the runic altar or if you're crafting with them. If you craft with them, they're used. It's kind of a pain, but it's what happens. So next is fishing rod, sugarcane, bone meal. And if I could actually throw the mana steel on there, we wouldn't have a problem. Now, one of the harder runes to make is the Rune of Mana. This one you only get 1 of. It requires 5 mana steel and a mana pearl. So let's get 5 and 1. And we're good. So this is ready. We get the water, and then next is those 3 ingredients to get the air, and it will take it a second, but we'll get it, and we'll have our. Hopefully, we don't run out of mana. We'll have our runes. So there are more runes. I do want to see something. I probably should have done this before I was getting rid of things, but I want to scan some of this stuff. If I can. I probably can't. Let's be honest. Botania doesn't like to have aspects. There's nothing in... there's nothing for Thaumcraft with Botania, so it's fine. So we are running low on mana. That is a bummer, but this is our second to last rune that we're going to be making for right now. So there is earth, and then finally mana steel and mana pearl, and more mana. We'll make what we need. So I want to see something. Can we get black lotus? Or even blacker lotuses? We can't get blacker lotuses. Can we get the black lotus? Epic loot bags. Okay. So we might want to go open some epic loot bags. So there's a Rune of Mana. Basically, if we can get a bunch of those, then that would be awesome. But if not, that's fine. Alright, let's open this and see. Hey, dimensional shards. And let's just finish opening it because, well, why not? Alright, so I'm going to do something I'm probably going to regret. We're going to take all these uncommon. Can you use these for anything? No. They are often found in rare loot bags. I don't know why you'd want that, but okay, let's stand over here. And we're just going to pop this until our inventory is completely full. Alright, so let's dump all this stuff in here. And we have more. So, oh my god, there's so much stuff you get from these. It is honestly ridiculous. Ow. I just threw a splash potion of poison. But hey, we got some diamonds from that. So I want my achievement book back, please. Thank you. Don't need the let's keep a bucket on us. Yeah, that's fine. Let's eat some. And cool. God, there's so much stuff. Alright, how many gold? Oh my god, 1,200. Alright, let's get some more gold. I'm gonna open this thing back up and let it go again. Alright, so anyways, that has finished. Let's grab more coal. Throw it on the ground. And we're going to make a couple more things for Botania. Just kind of preparing for here soon. So one thing we're going to need is lapis. We're going to need 4 and 3. 7 lapis blocks. We are going to need... we're gonna need some sparks. So sparks are really cool things. I need to go get some flowers. And oh, cool. Thaumcraft gave us some research aspects. So what kind of flowers are we gonna use? Let's use lime and black. So pretty easy thing with the sparks. They're very easy to make. Requires a gold nugget, and so I have lime. I can get 2 sparks, and they do stack. We're gonna be using those. Those are for mana transfer, and they're very quick. And you need that for well, for getting Terrasteel. We're not going to be ready to get Terrasteel anytime soon. But we do have pretty much all the stuff we're going to need. So it's 4 lapis blocks plus 5 living rock. Where are we going to want this? Honestly, right here would be just fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so corners is living rock, and then lapis, and then living rock in the middle. So this is the plate. We'll put the spark on there. You just right click with it and it puts a spark on there. And here's the thing. We're going to lose this rune of mana if we make the Terra agglomeration plate. But I'm going to go ahead and do it just because it's okay. When we get to the Kekimuris flowers, we're going to have to make a bunch of these runes of gluttony. We could make the runes of winter. We could start making a bunch of the runes. But once we get more mana, and that's something that I'm going to have to do a little bit off camera. Once we get a decent amount, then it won't be too bad. But let's go ahead and make the Terra agglomeration plate. So lapis, mana steel, and then I don't know. Terrasteel agglomeration plate. So water, earth, I saw fire was here, and then air. It is shaped, which is kind of terrible. But there is the Terrasteel agglomeration plate that goes right there, and then you can put your spark on top of it. So what does this do? Well, it's used for a ritual. If we drop a piece of mana steel, a mana pearl, and a mana diamond all on there, it will do some magic, and it will give us Terrasteel for half a mana pool. And that's full. So we have like next to nothing in there. It's producing, but it's slow. So yeah, we're gonna need to get some more stuff. Now there are other flowers. If we look at Botania, actually let's get the book, because the book will be easier. So there is generating flora. So day blooms, terrible. Endoflames is what we're using, and tropiums are good. But it's kind of annoying. So these guys will absorb explosions. Gorgonmelis are actually really nice. How bad is that to make? That's not terrible, but I'd lose 2 runes every time I crafted one. They're kind of expensive. Let's see. Munch Dew eats leaves. So you lose. You lose saplings, and it also does not go over. It takes breaks. These guys are passive flowers. They'll decay. I don't want them. Nurslimus, those are hard to use. Nightshades are passive. They're the opposite of dayblooms. Dayblooms are solar generated. Nightshades are night. Rose Arcana are... These guys are actually really good. I could make those. Lime, purple, pink, and a Rune of Mana. So... here's the thing about it though. It's going to use experience. And I don't necessarily have a lot of experience. But... we could change that. We could rebuild our mob farm and kind of reorganize it and get some stuff. But I don't know if we want to do that. That's not terrible anyways, but let's see, what else do we have? Taint Thistle. So it runs off of Taint and Magical. I don't know how to make it though because I haven't researched it. And then Thermal Lilies will take lava, but they require some cooldown. Yeah, I think I'm going to kind of wait on the whole. We're gonna let that kind of go. Keep feeding it coal and all that fun stuff. And honestly, I think the best thing that I'm gonna have to do is we take a whole bunch of these guys, we cycle them through, and try to get as many higher tier loot bags, more of the epic loot bags as we can. And if we can get a lot of epic, then we can get more. We'll do the cheaty way of getting more stuff, because that's the only thing I can figure right now. Trying to get mana quickly anyways. So what do we need? We need a few more uncommons. Let's just get these guys. Oh, that's a rare. Actually, yeah, rares go in here. Uncommon. Common. Let's go cycle our dimlets. See if we get anything. Pyramids. That's kind of cool. Wither 3. Don't want that. Dimlet 6. Okay. So, is this out of lava? No, it shouldn't be. No, it's just going slowly. Okay, so I think pretty much the thing that we're gonna have to worry about now is just trying to get more stuff, more mana mainly. I don't see much of anything good in here. We have a whole bunch of ores, knowledge fragments, amber. That's kind of good stuff, but not really much stuff to use quite yet. So I'm just trying to think of what's going to be the best way to get a lot of mana, and I do think kind of cheesing the whole loot bag thing is going to be my best bet. So once we get 2 more rares, 2 more commons, let's go ahead and get those. Yeah, I kind of wish I wouldn't have used the other loot bags. You know what? I was gonna say let's go somewhere dimension-wise. Let's see. We could go to the Minicio Dimlet. Let's go there. So home base, Minicio, dial once. I do have my my stuff, so we can get back here if it's bad. The Minicio Dimlet. How else was stuff I ran out of room? And ironically, I ran out of room with the the title too. So this biome is so nice. I wish there was a like a liquid mana cow, but those do not exist. You cannot get like quote unquote liquid mana. What are you? Void metal. We might already have a cow with void metal, so I don't think we want to get that. Doesn't look like I've been in this house. Because I like to break the glowstone. Nope, I have not been in here. So cool. But yeah, I like to break the glowstone just because it's a nice indication. There's so many spiders over there. God, there's so many houses in this place, and there's so much Minicio. We can get all the Minicio we could ever want. Witches. Don't really care about witches. Alright, so looks like we got that one already. And I can journey map. Is it map? There we go. Waypoint, I can remove that one. So yeah, there is a lot of stuff here. If we turn our magnet on, we can get stuff from the spiders. I got a loot bag. I mean, that's technically what I'm going after, so I don't know why there's so many spiders. Anything cool on this thing here? Not really. Okay. Let's turn our magnet off. I don't want the spider eyes or any of this stuff. And let's go home. Alright, so I think we're going to wrap up the episode here in a moment. I did just get a bunch of dimlets though, so witches is about the only thing good there. Nothing so far. Witchery brew, that is brew of flowing spirits, so that's kind of cool. Magnesia ore, we've already had that. Silver ore, that would be nice if we wanted a lot of silver. I don't know that we'd want a lot of silver though. Cobblestone. And nothing. Okay. So, there is yet another. So, a little bit more in terms of just a little bit more in terms of loot bags, and we can get all of the rares that we want, and here they are. So this should be enough, hopefully, to get the loot bags, and we can start looking for black lotuses and kind of cheat the system a little bit. So we literally just need 2 uncommons. Ooh, a bacon bag. Let's open the bacon bag. It should probably have bacon. It does. Cool. So, bacon. Do we have any? No. No loot bags in there, but there is the loot recycler here. We have a stored bag in there. So we need just a little bit more stuff. We could also start throwing in things that we don't want, but I don't really care too much with the loot recycler. Except the uncommon treasures we could actually throw in there. What is something else we could throw in there? I'm trying to think if there's anything super easy, super kind of cheaty that I have a lot of. I clicked the wrong thing. Skystone dust? Let's do that and by item name. So Skystone dust. Because no, I don't need to put all of it back. Let's keep like 200-ish. Oh, cool. That works. Okay, so that worked quite nicely, actually. That'll give us the loot bags that we need to hopefully get what we want. So that gave us a legendary loot bag, and what we want is the black lotuses. So these guys you get from epic loot bags, so we'll just take that down to epic and start searching these. Don't really want any of this stuff, so what was that? Ardite. Don't care about Ardite. Pink slime ball? Nope. Okay, actually, the pink slime ball I will take. Because that would be nice to have. And then we can do this. And I don't even know why I needed all 4, but nothing. Jeweled apple. Not really anything. So having an extra few is nice, just to be able to, if for example we open something and we want everything in it, we can then easily get more. So I am going to spend some time doing this like this. Dimensional shards I'm not going to take, but that's something that would be tempting. Dice. Don't really want the dice. So I'm going to do this for a while, just try to get some more. Let's take food. That's good food. Just trying to get more stuff. I'm going to be specifically looking for the blacker lotuses, and yeah, next time we are going to, I don't know, we'll find something to do, I'm sure, and yeah, we'll continue from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!